Good morning, y'all. It is about 8 o'clock here. Going on 9, actually. That's Ozzy on the left, my big alpha male. Cane Corso, 150 pounds. And he's playing tug with Dolce. She's 3-year-old female. She's my dominant female. These Cane Corso have a bite force grip of about 700 psi. Really extremely strong bite grip. More than a pit bull. Speaking of pit bulls, there's the little pit bull puppy. She's working her jaws. She's probably teething right there. Here's my Gypsy. Gypsy's about 2.5 months old. Dolce. And Lucia is the other female, 10 months old. She's huge for her age. And then Tux is the other pit bull mix. Tux. Isn't she beautiful? She's a brindle, another gray brindle color on her coat. She's got the most beautiful green-blue eyes. Oh, Lucia got it. Lucia. See, Lucia's actually taller than the adult female. I think they're gonna gang up on the alpha. But yeah, look how the two females are ganging up on the alpha. But see how much exercise they get by doing this? Oh. They get a lot of exercise by doing this. See, Ozzy's having to work more now because Lucia, right there, puppy, she's becoming stronger and stronger. She's extremely strong right now, actually. So he's play fighting with two very strong females. It used to be just Dolce there that he would just spar with, and then Lucia was just a puppy. She didn't pose any, challenge to him at all. But now he actually does work to wrestle them off of him. See how fast he's breathing. So yeah, he's getting some really good exercise out here. I really wanted to sleep longer, but I said let me just come out here with him because right now it's been so hot in Texas, triple digits, and the forecast is like 103 to 105 degrees Fahrenheit all week. And so right now it's cool enough to where they can play safely, but probably in about an hour it's going to be much too hot for them to even be out here. So, very small window of time, which I actually get to spend with them when they're not sleeping. Because after their play session, their sparring session, right, like they did just now, after that they usually they come and eat a little bit, and then they start to wind down, and then they go to sleep for almost 8 hours. So yeah, they go down for an extremely long nap. Lucia, here's Tux. There's my Lucia. How out of breath she is. Lucia. Lucia. She's got slobber on her shoulder. Ugh, gross. Dolce. he senses something out there, animal or something. But yeah, y'all, hope you're having a good weekend, what's left of it, and have a good rest of the day. I'm going to try to take it easy today. I did some cleaning yesterday, just kind of anticipating if I do start showing symptoms, I want to get my cleaning done. So I did the floors yesterday, and today I'm just really going to try to take it easy. But yeah, and then in the evening, in here in Texas, the sun will the sun will start going down at about 8:30, 8 o'clock. I mean, and then it's like almost down at about 8:30. So about 7:30, 8 o'clock, really 8 o'clock is when it's kind of cool enough for them to come out and play again. So a bored Cane Corso can be a dangerous Cane Corso. So because as far as Mastiffs go, these are pretty athletic dogs for a Mastiff breed. And other Mastiffs don't really require as much exercise to be, optimal emotional and physical health. So yeah, I worry about those people that have a Cane Corso and really can't exercise them outside because the heat, like in Arizona, I guess you'd have to get up at 6 in the morning to exercise your dogs. But yeah, comment down below if you own one of these breeds in Arizona and what you do to exercise them. So like I say, yeah, I gotta get out of bed and make sure I'm out here with them when it's a decent temperature, which is a decent time. It's still 8:30 and it's cool, so that's not like 6 a.m. at least. So but that being said, then it doesn't really cool down till almost 8 p.m. So between 9 a.m. see, it's almost 9 and I already feel that intense heat from the sun. So between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. it's almost 12 hours where 8 of those hours the dogs may be sleeping, but how do you entertain and exercise your dogs indoors if they can't be outside? Because a bored dog is either a destructive dog or a dangerous dog. So I tell you what a good exercise is just little training exercises inside. If you're indoors, you can stimulate them mentally instead of physically, and then that'll wear them out somewhat if they're mentally engaged, But yeah, this breed right here, now if I only had one, I can't spar with a dog like this, so I would have to be creative and really either take the dog on a run, short run. Cane Corso are not long distance runners. They're more of a sprinter, so kind of like a jog, fast walk type thing. I'd have to get up early and do that with them if I only had one. But part of the reason I have more than one is because it's easier for them to get their exercise with each other. And then I got the property to do it, about 2 acres. It's much easier. If I were in an apartment, I couldn't have 3, of course, But yeah, still going at it. So they'll sleep really, really good, really well, and because they'll be totally exercised for this morning anyway. Yeah, other things you could do, throwing the ball back and forth or game of tug. Although you really have to be very strong to play tug and win, or at least be a challenge for your Cane Corso. Yeah, you really have to have some really good upper body strength to be a challenge in playing tug, a game of tug with them. But yeah, I mean, like if I played tug with Ozzy, it'd be game over like in a couple minutes. He'd be like, "That's all you got? I'm bored already." I know for pit bulls, a lot of people will hang. They'll hang like a rope tethered from either a tree or a pole, and the pit bull will jump up and just basically just hang onto it with its jaws and try to pull it down and and tug on it. So that's good exercise, especially for pit bulls. But yeah, and then the other thing that I do periodically, and I've got several videos on this, is I'll take them in public, either one at a time or two at a time. I've taken 3 of them at once to Home Depot, which was challenging but worked. I wouldn't probably do that again. But take them in public on a walk. Now, in public, they're going to get like tons of visual and all that kind of stimulation that's going to tire them out, in addition to the short walking around the store or wherever you take them in public. So that's the mental stimulation that adds to kind of tiring them out, so they're not bored. Like if you ever go on a trip, if you fly somewhere, just walking through the airport, even if you're not walking a long distance, even just the act of traveling, sitting finding your plane seat, putting your luggage up, or although it's not like super physically exerting, usually, at least for me, I'm tired after a trip like that because of all of the mental stimulation. And the same holds true with taking your dog out in public. They're getting tons of mental stimulation. And that will tire them out. So even just a short trip to Home Depot or something, and they should be good. But yeah, it's. I'm sure you've heard this from several sites and probably know it. But if you're kind of just thinking about getting this breed and still doing your research, really, it's not recommended to have this kind of breed if you don't have a means of exercising them very well every day. If you're in a small apartment or something like that, it's really not recommended, because the ideal is to have some space, at least a decent sized yard, fenced in, where they can run and sprint. And if not, then you really would have to walk them probably twice a day, optimally, morning and evening, and then they'd probably sleep during the day. But yeah, so yeah, knock on wood, y'all, I have not had any damage to my furniture with any of my Cane Corsos. This little pit bull puppy Gypsy did start to chew on my bed frame, on the corner of it, which is kind of a bummer. But it's mostly because it's not because she's bored. It's because she's a puppy and she's teething, and I had to correct her on that. But other than that, as far as my furniture in my house goes, there have been no casualties from the Corsos tearing anything up, and I attribute that to them being well exercised, not bored. I see. So even when they're not exercising, their sights, you know, their sense, the scent and the, you know, the hearing and everything is all engaged because there's tons of wild animals out here. So their brain is constantly going, you know. They're in hunting mode and protective mode always. What is it, Papa? Let me see. See, he's like after something here. See, he's engaged. He's just not sitting here bored, and that's important. That is very important. What is it, baby boy? It's probably a lizard or some kind of animal. Ah, I see. So yeah, just a little bit on that, and hello, baby girl, and Jolly Balls is a good. It's hard to find toys for the Cane Corso because they can destroy pretty much everything. But these Jolly Balls, they're made for horses. That's a small one. I have the large one too. Some of them have. There's the large one out there. Some of them have the rope attached like that one, so you can play tug or throw it. But yeah, those are kind of the staples for this kind of breed, as far as, you know, toys that you can engage them with. Some owners of this breed, they recommend not having many toys, nothing plastic, and especially if you own more than one, because a fight can develop trying to fight over a toy. But so far I haven't had any issues with that. What is it, Papa? Ozzy, what is it? But I don't have many toys. I just have really those Jolly Balls and a couple ropes here and there. But yeah, y'all, it's already getting really hot out here, and so I'm gonna let y'all go. Hope everyone's doing okay, staying cool, and we'll see you on the next one. Gucci. What's wrong, Papa? What is it, Alice? What is it, Alice? Hmm? What is it, Alice? Yeah. Yeah, see, those are the two girls, or the three girls. See how worn out they are. Gonna go down for their nap. Come on, Tex. Come on, Tex.